Hello everyone, my name is Martin Monga and I'm making a video in response to a question that has been asked by so many people. I moved to Canada 4 years ago and I have had so many people ask me, how did you move to Canada? What can I do to move to Canada? And I thought instead of texting everyone who asks and trying to get everyone who asks the same question, why not make a video and kind of have some permanent form of information where you can always reference back. So I'd like to make it clear that there's 1,000 ways of coming to Canada. I am only an expert on one, which is what I used to come here, and that is the Skilled Workers Immigration Program. And by moving to Canada, I am speaking of moving to Canada as a permanent resident. I know there are other ways you might want to come in as a visitor or for school or other things. I don't have direct experience on those areas, but I have friends and people who have come in through different channels who can assist you on that, and I could get them to give us information for those who will ask a specific question on those other channels. So for now, I just want to give you a quick introduction on going through the government website and what you're looking for, and on subsequent videos, if any, then I can give you a deeper dive onto the specific areas about the Skilled Workers Immigration Program. So without further ado, let's dive uh, into the website. And just like they say on YouTube videos, if you like this video or you find it useful, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and that way we'll be encouraged to make more content that's useful in improving your life. So let's get on to the website. Thank you. So the first step is get into the Canadian government website, which is cic.gc.ca, as you can see there. And once you're in there, you have a choice of either English or French. Remember, Canada is a bilingual country. That is, there are two official languages, either French or English. In our case, for the most part, we use the English part. And then once you log into the government website, you'll be able to see a clean layout of all manner of things. So our main concern is services and information, and there's a whole bunch of resources. You can see there's your application. That means if you have an application that's ongoing, then you will be clicking on there and following up and seeing the processing times and all that stuff. If you want to visit, that's where you go to find out more about visitor's visa. If you want to come work or you're already working here, if you want to apply for citizenship, that's where you go. That's mostly for people who are currently living in Canada. If you are a Canadian, so this is basically the government's website where you can access most of the things, and most of the things that you want to access about services available there. But now our main concern is on this tab, which is Immigrate. So that is where you will find programs, different programs, and different channels of moving to Canada. So as soon as you click that, it brings up Immigrate to Canada. And there's different channels. There's express entry, family sponsorship. There's all these other subtitles for immigration to Canada. And as I said earlier, I came in through the express entry program, but there's a whole bunch of other programs that would allow you or would enable you to come to Canada. So in future videos, I'll go through the express entry program, But for now, please go through all the other programs and look through and see what would interest you and what would be something that you think would be appropriate for your current situation. Remember that every program, the government of Canada will reserve the right for your entry, and so most times you hear, oh, we can do this or we can do that. I think there should be no lie. There are processes, there are people who can help you do that, but ultimately the final approval lies with the government of Canada. So just a quick recap into, or just a quick peek into the Express Entry program. Then you can click onto the program and then you will be able to see how the Express Entry system works and see what kind of documents you need. Then you can submit your profile. But before you get to these stages here, it is important that you understand how that process requires other processes before that. For example, if you're coming in as a skilled worker, you need to have your education certified, you need to plan your finances because there's finances involved, and all that other information and processes before you get to this point. So for now, I'll just leave you with information on the website. Get in there, look at the programs. If you think skilled workers program is your program, then go through it and see what is needed. And for any questions, you can leave them on the comments. If you have my direct line, you can text me or ask me, and then based on the kind of questions I'll be asked, then I will answer before making the next video on the small details of what to do. And we'll also discuss more about how life in Canada is as a new immigrant, things to expect, and all that kind of stuff. Because there's no point of you starting a journey without information of what really happens back there, and then you end up feeling like that wasn't the greatest decision you made. So with those few things, I'll leave you. Dig into the website, see whatever you feel is appropriate for your endeavors, and let's get to ask questions. You can ask the questions you want in the comments or anywhere, and by the time I make the next video, we'll have most of the answers for most of the asked questions. Thank you, and hopefully this is the beginning of something great, and see you next time.